Educate us. We need you to help the schools in the inner city, not just give me money for my baby. I need you to build better schools in the inner cities, not just, okay, give us teachers that's not as educated as those teachers that's in the white community. There's a difference.
Fresh teachers in black schools.
Preach on.
Just because the teacher...
She good on that shoot. Hey, she said what I was gonna say, so I can't hate it on.
There's a difference. That's what I mean about. I'm not talking about the government just helping me with my food stamps, helping me put my child in daycare. No, you need to. People need help with. They need to put more better schools in the inner cities. Kids ain't gonna go nowhere when their books are torn apart and they ain't got no teachers that care about them. 9 times out of 10, you go in a white community. Oh, you go to predominantly white school, those teachers actually care about their students. But you put these teachers in schools in the inner cities, they don't even care about their students. They just want to get their check and leave.
Not even they check. They request to go to them schools just so that the government can pay for their loans. Because I learned that when I was interning at this school, I was working at this she was only teaching because she wanted to get her, because you know how they take care of your loans. But I always wanted to teach inner city schools since I was in like 8th grade. But I'm saying, they don't really, like she was saying, like they don't care. They just want their loans taken care of. They only worried about themselves. They don't care about the students. And you see the difference. I went to inner city school for middle school, and I went to college prep school for high school. Like a huge...
High school? I didn't heard that.
It was a huge difference. Like I had to actually like study in high school, where I have to do shit to come to class and be quiet in middle school.
All right, so like I said, I agree almost 100% with the fact that we need more government, prevention, like more help, like funding wise. A lot of people always dissing the government, asking for help, but who you supposed to go to when you lose your job, for example? Let's say, for example, you're raising your kid. Who you supposed to go to raise your, get your job?
So we know what the government can do. What can a family do, though?
What the family can do,
support.
The family needs to just stay positive. That goes back to the kids. You can't hold nobody can hold you down but yourself. If you see that the government is not helping you, you get together. That's what a family is for, that chain for you to uplift each other. That's the whole point of a family. If you see that the system is not helping you, you see that the government not doing nothing, don't just sit on your ass and do nothing. And that's what they expect of us, to sit there and do nothing, waiting on the system. Get together with your family, make a chain and uplift each other, stay positive, prove the system wrong.
And beat your child. Because parents these days don't beat their kids.
Yeah, I got my ass whipped, but I used to steal all the time. They put me on cam.
What good ass whipping?
That's not a good thing to say.
I got hit with an iron.
Majority of child abuse come from within the black community.
Between abusing your child
that's not really a good
thing. Because I'm going to whip the shit out of my child. My child want to try me. Because there's no way I'm going to be, them people be on TV, I'm scared of my child. What, I care if this is
But then again, that doesn't even coincide with the situation because when that's true. When you go in when you look at this race and everything, child abuse is heavily with the minority group. They abuse that. There's more abuse that goes on.
Abuse your child. I'm just saying you need to discipline your child. The Bible says if you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Don't even say beat your child. Corporal punishment is what you need to. That's corporal punishment is what you need to enforce on your child. If it's not whooping your child, it needs to be something else. Parents need to enforce rules on that child. I'm not trying to say my mama didn't have to beat me every day for me to get it. I can look in her face and know that I'm in trouble. So beating your child is not the only option that you can go out. If you raise your child right, I know by looking at my mama that I'm finna get like that. There's an issue and it's straighten up. You know what I'm trying to say? Beating your child, especially with the black kids, beating your child only makes your child tougher, especially when it's a boy. So don't go that route every time. I don't think that beating your child is the #1 thing that you need to go to.
Can I say it? Personally, when I get my kids,
for girls and boys.
Hey, how can I say this in a nice way? Like my mom and dad said, they put me in this world and they're gonna personally take me out. I believe that saying 100%. I understand where you're coming from with that, but some kids need to get their ass towed up. Like, for example, if you go around beating up kids in school for no damn reason, you need to get your ass towed.
But then if there was some structure at home, you wouldn't need to do that. Parents need to have some structure at home. Your child wouldn't. If you have structure in your home, your child not gonna go to the school and beat up on nobody because they in the back of my mind when I'm sitting in that class, I'm gonna think about before I act. I'm gonna think about my mama or my daddy or whatever my guardian or that person that's taking care of me at home. if I have some structure in my house.
But what happens if you're not home?
Think before I act.
Yeah, what happens if you're not home? You know, for example, like
you don't have to be home, but if you grow,
you don't have to be home.
If you, what do you mean if they're not home? What do you mean?
I'll give you a perfect example about this right now because my parents, my mom used to work. She used to go to work.
It doesn't matter if you raised right. If you raised right, my mama left me home. My brother took care of me.
Your brother.
If you raised right, no matter who's there, I don't care. Your mom. If you raised right, your mama and your daddy, your mama or your daddy raised you right, they ain't gotta be there and hold your hand 24/7. They supposed to hold your hand in college, like you say you went out there and saw people all the time. There's no excuse. That's exactly go back to what Martinique said. That's the ignorant part of black people that blame that on their parents. That's ignorant. Your parents don't need to be there holding your hand.
No, the truth is, if the parent is not present at home, the kids could do things. You know, things can definitely go wrong in the house when the parents,
But there's a difference, though. If your parents is working or whatever, that's true, and you left alone all the time.
These days, both parents are working. That's what's going on in America right now.
So that goes beyond you getting beat in school. That's called child neglect.
Well,
that's what that's called.
What it is,
exactly, that's child neglect.
When you're the kid at home, you're not supposed to.
No, when you're in school and there's no body at home and you there by that, and whether your mama do it, my mama do it, it's child neglect.
It hurts.
It's child neglect. It hurts the child. That's child neglect.
Yeah, but
all day.
No, that's like home. Leave the kids at home. You know, a lot of these kids that grow up, like you talking about parents at home, but you have to
that go in school and act out because their parents not there all day.
No, that's not good though.
That's child neglect.
Well, that's how it is though. A lot of these kids.
It is how it is, and I'm letting you know. That's not.
It doesn't make it.
That's not okay. That's called child neglect. That's called child neglect.
I'm just saying, we talking about it just because the shit going on, it doesn't make it okay. It's not okay to leave your child at home.
Yeah,
it's not okay to drop your child off at school at 6 o'clock in the morning.
But he's saying it's happening.
It's happening. Because they be dropping their kids off 6 o'clock in the morning and picking them up 6 o'clock at night.
You have to keep in mind the way America is right now, because of the way jobs are not paying like they used to. A lot of parents are leaving the house.
I agree with you because daycares are raising. My cousin can't put her baby in daycare.
People can't afford babysitters
They cannot afford daycare. Daycare is ridiculous.
Neglecting is normal now.
But it's not. Neglecting is not. That's not good though.
It's not normal because you.
It's happening. Trust me, I see it
If
all the
your child
time.
go to school, you can drop your child off in early care. That's better than leaving your child at home.
All right, if your parents don't get home till 2 o'clock in the morning, early care is till what time?
Early care start at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock what?
That's why we need to go back to each other.
24-hour daycare costs money.
We need to go back to each other and start with each other and help each other. So you can call somebody like, look, dog, look, I gotta go to work. Can you watch my child?
See, a lot of people ain't understanding is these solutions cost money.
No, but I'm saying
governments don't like to pay for these solutions.
I'm talking about when he was talking about going back to the community. That's when you get back in touch with your people and be like, listen, it was plenty of days I had to sit at my cousin's house until 4 o'clock in the morning to wait for my mom and daddy to get home, and I couldn't stand the shit out of her. But I mean, that's family. You're supposed to be there for each other. Black people not there for each other.
All right, so in your case, your family was there, but what happened? Your family isn't.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because you obviously giving an example of your family being there.
That's what we got to work towards.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, but I'm obviously addressing the fact they're not there.
Yeah, I know. They ain't there. It ain't like that no more.
We need to work towards that.
You know, like I said, the average household now is having it where 2 people are working. 2 people are working to provide. Both parents are not home. If you go back to the 80s and 70s, parents used to be home. It used to be like a mom in the kitchen, and it used to be a dad who used to go out as a breadwinner. You know, the times have changed. We have to address these times. You know, whether we like to admit it or not, me, I don't have no kids. It's a good thing I don't need none. But, you know, we have to address that. You know, a lot of people don't like to talk about the fact that we don't have no kids, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
And, you know, that
battery dying on mine.
It's dead? All right, let's turn it off, man. I'll talk. But, like